igazása ő. Mondtam, hogy gyorsak leszünk, mint a villám. Egy igazi streamer nem húzza az időt. És itt van a FIFA! A fehér FIFA! Hát nem cukor. Hogy néz. Keresi a nézőket. Hogy hol vannak a nézőim? Nézőim! Tessék köszönni! Egy cuki cica várja a nézőket. Mindenfele is tekintget, hogy vajon itt vannak a Geek Life Hungary nézők? Nyau? Fav game. Neked biztosan az egyik kedvenced. Mert most a démon is befut. Na, ott tartottunk, hogy Double Jeopardy. Ugye ott volt vége az előző résznek, ahol teljesen kiakadtunk, hogy Ehara ugye le volt tartóztatva, és mégis megjelent a gyilkosság napján is ugyanazon a helyszínen, ami majdnem lehetetlen. Úgyhogy most azon agyalok, hogy vajon ezt hogy tudta kivitelezni. Hogy lehet valaki egyszerre két helyen? Nem tudom. Nem tudom.
Only a heart.
Saurival kell beszéljünk. Let's roll, Kaito-san. Let's roll. A Beef Zomba, ott van még a barátunk. Majd Isaac, nézd már vissza, hogy mit csinált Kaito-nak a nyila. Jó balzsa, hogy így futkorászott. Na, végre ezt a kurva tehenet megtanulták berakni a fal mellé. Még nem sikerült túl jól, mert hogy így a fele kilóg, fele benn van. Nincs már itt a spanunk, az öreg csávó. De mindenki hogy rám nézett, várjál, menjünk vissza. Nézd meg. Hát mindenki engem néz. Akármerre megyek, látjátok, engem követ a fejük. Kaito, menjünk ki, ezek zaklatók. Kaito milyen csicskalángost adott neki? Hogy mondtad? Látok még ilyen szexi csávót? Lehet. Vagyunk XP-vel. Nem mondjátok komolyan, hogy rossz helyen van a fejem. Na várjátok. 3, 2, 1. Szek. Na, itt nem vagyok rossz helyen elvileg. Itt már átjöttem a másik sarokba egy kicsit ülni. Kigyóról megyünk most rá, mert a másik sztájlt a másikban eléggé kimaxoltuk. Még egyszer simada. Hát hát oda raktam a géphez, mi volt a gépre írva? Boss. És már tudja ki a boss. Felkezd? Nem, ez se kelt fel. Szervusz Levi! Köszönöm a lájkot. Jön az SP. Musz neked megagyalni. Nem tudják mi az a tisztelet. Tiszteletem, jó napot kívánok. Mit már nincs, ez teljesen, Kamurocsót teljesen átalakították. No, végre egy kihívós ellenfél! Nem kihívások ezek az ellenfelek. Helyzet, most fejeztük be a pokoli szomszédokat nem olyan régen. Itt van Mafujuch.
Yeah. By any chance, Yagami-kun, are you looking at a disc yourself? A video got leaked. It depicted a man committing a murder.
Jön Mafuju Fuji. Az előző részből neki tudja ki az. Ügyésznő. Ő egy prosecutor, egy ügyész.
Are you here about the Ahara case too?
Of course. The prosecutor's office is in total chaos right now.
A ügyészség teljes káoszba fulladt most.
I'll bet. After all, they're the ones who pushed for Ahara's battery conviction. If that video is real, that would mean Ahara got them to hand him a slap on the wrist instead of a murder conviction.
And it's not like the prosecution can say, "Sorry, Your Honor, we'd like a do-over" after the fact. To make matters worse, everything leading up to the trial was broadcast all over the news. Changing our tune now would undermine public trust.
Igen, alássa ezzel leharad gyakorlatilag ugye az embereknek az ügyészségekből vetett hitét.
Hence why they sent me here to check in on my good friend's salary. Totally no strings attached.
Well, that clears up a lot.
Persze, hogy lehet Levente, nyugodtan. Én nagyon örülök, ha ti szeretnétek végigjátszást látni tőlem.
There you kids are. Figured you had to show up sometime.
Mafuyu? You're caught up in this too?
Yeah, she ran into us downstairs.
I'm sure you can work out that I'm here to spy on you. But wouldn't you like to know what we're up to as well?
Are you sure that's your only motive coming here?
Sorry?
Something like a professional excuse to see Yagami-san?
In your dreams? I had no idea Yagami-kun was involved until just now.
All right. I'll accept it.
Sőt, mondom, Levente, nagyon örülök, a játékötletet írsz.
Gotta say, I miss this little banter.
Az Undertale? Sose játszottam vele, de egy kísérletet megérhet.
Needless to say, our office is going through this footage with a fine-tooth comb. That said, they've already determined their stance. They've deemed it an unreliable source and therefore useless as evidence. Basically, they want it to look like it was considered and already thrown out.
Huh?
Igen.
So, they're not gonna verify the video? Not even question Ahara about Mikoshiba? Nothing?
Nope. Not after it was proven in court that Ahara committed sexual battery on October 7th.
Igen, ez a baj. Október 7-én halt meg a srác, de azon a napon tartóztatták le szexuális zaklatásért, és lehetetlen.
No way Ahara could have murdered Mikoshiba within that limited time span.
Right.
Which means the murder video doesn't really add up, does it?
Nem passzol be.
I'm saying the prosecution believes the video has been falsified.
És nekem magas levi hard videó játékot?
We're not buying it.
Huh.
Furthermore, the prosecutor pushing that stance was the one who handled Ahara's trial.
And that is?
His name is Sadao Takano. He was the one gunning the hardest for Ahara the first time around, especially considering his officer status. He kept insisting justice be served, which got the public behind him rather quickly.
He certainly looked the part of the people's prosecutor, grilling Ahara in court.
So what you're saying is, Takano could never accept anything but Ahara's original sentence. Since this footage of the murder contradicts that finding, he just thinks it's a sham.
Yes, and he'd add that a fair trial's results can't be challenged by some video on the internet.
Játék idő 8 óra, az semmi. A God of War 45 volt. És még nincs kész.
Both the prosecutor's office and the court are beholden to the case as Takano-kun presented it.
That's just sweeping the issue under the rug.
Igen, hogy be.
It has a domino effect too. The police are beholden to the verdict we got, so their hands are tied.
Igen, rendőrök keze is meg van kötve.
Tokyo and Kanagawa.
Really? Why's that?
Supposedly, they don't want to get involved with Ahara until they're sure the video is real.
Nem tudják, hogy a
They
videó
come in
valós.
with a list of questions about the murder. It'll show that doubts being cast on the
Igen, nehéz meghatározni így.
Yeah, but no one can prove that the video's real.
Right. There's no way to verify the legitimacy of an untraceable video. But if the police aren't allowed to see Ahara, he'll never even become a suspect in the murder. That means he's untouchable.
Exactly.
Igen, kihasználja a rendszert Ahara gyakorlatilag. Mivel hogy rendőr, ezért pontosan tudja, hogy milyen kiskapuk vannak, és ezt használja ki.
Until recently, people were lining up to bring Ahara to justice. Yet somehow his
Igen, a
involvement in the murder
6-6,
totally
27 óra.
derailed them.
Don't be so surprised.
Na, majd csináltunk egy szavazást, hogy mi legyen a következő nagy végjátszás. Most jelenleg a Lost Judgement van nagyon befejező pályára rakva. A Slaps and Beast kéne még befejezni, az is ez a multijáték. Van egy Cupheadünk is, ami már nagyon régóta vassza a csőrünket. Illetve ugye van egy új projektem is, a Castle Crushers, amit majd vasárnap Isaac-kel kezdünk el. Ha a Cuphead-del végre haladtunk 10 percnél többet.
But wouldn't challenging this mean going up against the entire system?
Yeah. That scare you?
Not at all. In fact, I was just thinking, we're the only ones who could take a case like this.
Hogy csak mi tudjuk megoldani ezt az ügyet, senki más nem vállalná ezt az ügyet.
This whole time we've been writing off Ahara as a convicted sexual predator, but it's looking more and more likely the court played right into his hand.
Igen, kezére játszott a bíróság.
As for me, I'm done being played for a fool.
Then you've heard what I came to say. And with that, I will be on my way. But if you need help...
Sziasztok, köszöntök mindenkit.
I think we're good for now. Thanks.
That did clear up a lot.
No problem. See you.
Az a baj, hogy most Ahara nagyon-nagyon kihasználta a lehetőségeit.
Chunk cuter than ever, or what? Think maybe it's time to light that flame again, huh?
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not like that.
Ja.
Yagami...
Mafia.
Ez ő mindenkivel, de úgyis Saorival kell.
Anyway, what I'd like to do is ask Kahara about that video face to face.
I was actually about to suggest that. It's from Ahara's prison.
What?
Hello? Yes, this is Shirosaki.
Why would they call it?
Understood. I appreciate the candor. That was one of the prison wardens. He was asked to convey a message from Ahara.
About what?
In short, he won't be speaking with his representation any further.
You're joking.
To be more specific, he said he's not taking any more questions. It seems he fully grasps the situation, even in custody.
Hogy nem beszél senkivel Ahara.
How is that even possible?
I'm guessing the murder footage that was uploaded yesterday was also planned out in advance.
Minden terv szerint játszik.
Conspirators have to be filling him in. How else could he predict we'd try to see him again so soon?
I can see either of those scenarios making sense.
But only someone on the force could be leaking insider information to him like that.
Damn. This shit's turning into a full-blown conspiracy, eh, Talk?
Whatever it is, it's screwing up our plans.
Yeah, the timing couldn't have been worse.
Igen, nem tudunk semmit megkérdezni, letartóztatták, leítélik olyanért, ami kisebb bűncselekmény, és a nagyot megúszhatja.
The first thing I want to learn is whether Ahara is really the murderer in this footage. Given the entire sexual battery incident as an alibi, there is no way he could have murdered Mikoshiba. However, this new footage knocks the bottom out of that premise.
Right.
Mindent felforgat ezzel a videóval. Szerintem a fogdosás
I think we should revisit the harassment case. When the sentence came down in court, no one expected it to end up as a murder alibi. Plus, everyone suspected Ahara was working alone. He may have not been. All this makes a huge difference. No one would suspect a train groping to involve accomplices or alibis. The search for evidence wouldn't be as intense as for a murder.
But the entire incident was caught on camera, top to bottom. There's more than enough physical evidence, too.
Then we'll need to verify each and every aspect of the case.
Okay, what first? Should we investigate the crime scene again? Maybe we'll discover something new if we check out the station during the crime's actual time frame.
No. I think we saw everything we could there. Actually,
igen, nem az állomást kell átkutassuk, annak nincs értelme.
What catches your eye specifically? I ask because fabricated evidence would likely show signs of tampering. This would prove Ahara's alibi doesn't hold up.
Mi az, ami nem stimmel? Ahara utazókártyára. Mi az, ami a fogdosással nem stimmel? Kilenc 12-kor fogták meg. Tehát 1 óra alatt nem juthatott el elvileg ide. És a jeggyel Ahara. De honnan tudjuk, hogy Ahara? Azért, mert van egy jegy, amivel ő száll fel ugyanebben a ruhában, lehet, hogy nem ő az. Vagy a maszk volt rajta, meg szemüveg. Nézzük már meg ezt.
This part's still getting to me.
You think it's Ahara's transit card? Let's see. Ahara used his transit card to get through the gates at Ikebukuro Station. This was on October 7th at 7:43 a.m.
We know the earliest time Mikoshiba could have been murdered was 7:30 a.m. Traveling from Ijincho to Ikebukuro in only 13 minutes? I mean...
It's beyond unrealistic.
Lehetetlenség. 13 perc alatt.
All this card proves is that Ahara simply passed through the gate?
Well, yes. But as he did so, Ahara was caught on multiple security cameras as well. So the card is corroborating evidence for that.
I see. Thought I was on...
Nem ez kamusítja az alibiét. Mi nem stimmel ezzel az egésszel? 7:45. Nézzük már meg ezt a képet is, mert így is stimmel.
The security footage from Ikebukuro Station shows Ihara arriving at the platform around 7:58. He just stood there for over an hour until
óráig álltott. Csőmoncs! Remélem most már lesz közös stream, mert már hiányzol.
Ihara says he was deliberating whether to go through with seeing his wife. After all, the two are separated.
Could there be any chance this is an Ihara imposter?
Huh?
Using the hat and shades to make it less obvious? Think about it. If Ihara had a double, he'd be free to murder Mikoshiba and Ijincho at 7:30.
Igen, hogy ezen gondolkozok, hogy valaki átlép a kapun, és azt mondják, hogy az Ihara. De nem biztos, hogy Ihara az, hanem vár egy órát, hogy megérkezzen az igazi Ihara.
There wasn't an opportunity for any sort of swap to occur.
None at all?
See, Ihara was caught on multiple security cameras, and the camera inside the train car continues this unbroken footage. At this point, Ihara gropes the victim, as proven by the trace elements detected. And once the train arrives at Shinjuku, Ihara flees the scene, and is promptly tackled by passers-by once the victim calls for help. After that, he's brought into police custody, and eventually booked into jail.
Hey, I thought you had something. A stand.
Right? Since we're pretty sure Ihara had accomplices, why not assume one could have been his stand-in?
As we discussed, there was no opportunity for any sort of person swapping to occur. The victim felt a hand reach up into her knee-length skirt, scaring her motionless for the full 6-minute ride to Shinjuku Station.
6 percig volt.
Could you describe the victim for?
A csaj, miután megtapiszta.
He's an office worker married to an industrial designer. Also has a 6-year-old son. Full name, Yui Mamiya. 30 years old.
A wife and mother.
Perhaps if we talk to Mamiya-san directly, she could give us more and she may even recall.
That's a good plan. We'll finally have a fresh source of info.
In that case,
csajt végre kikérdezzük, akit megtapisztak. Jó, haladjunk. Érdekes lesz. Köszönöm a lájkokat, aranyosak vagytok.
You think they want something? Bet it's not a friendly hello.
They do look like they mean business.
This Arcade's idea of an ambush? How basic.
Kaito-san, there's more.
Over there, too.
Nagyon átszálltad a boldogat.
Losers from yesterday. Guess they want to settle the score.
Looks like they rounded up some buddies and waited for us to show.
Well, whatever the hell they want, let's not get Genda-sensei and them involved. Follow me.
Okay.
El kell tűnünk a Genda Office-tól. Bejönnek ránk a törpök.
Alright, I'm getting fed up with this shit.
Why haven't they made a move yet? It's like they're waiting for something.
Whatever it is, they're taking their sweet-ass time. Hey! Quit dicking around and come get...
What the hell? They're just gonna keep stalking us?
Nope. Thanks for waiting, assholes!
Shit!
Hey! Nem a cimborám vagy?
You're Arcade too?
Bastard went straight for our heads. Are you nuts, guy?
Shut your mouth!
Mi ez? Nem kígyóva vagyok. Lefegyverző 74. Na, add csak ide! Na, kéred a baseball ütőt? Mi van nálad? Hát dobod el, de rögtön. Na jó. Hello! Beköszöntem! Na. $4000 SP. Látod, Mancs, milyen cuki pólóm van?
Not out of the woods just yet.
Damn. We really went all out on the backup.
Doc.
Why? It's not our fault we're getting jumped.
Their plan was to come at us in waves. I've about had it with this crap.
Yeah. At this rate, we won't be meeting Sari-san and the others. Wouldn't want to drag them into this.
Point. So why not hit Arcade at home?
Yeah?
Why not? Soma and Akutsu are at the top, and they probably remember me. I'll just ask them real nice to keep their goons off our back. Unless you want to keep dealing with these fucking scrubs.
I'm fine with making a house call. Any idea where it is?
Yeah, a club in the back of Theater Square. Used to be arcades. Nowadays, I hit...
Na, akkor megyünk oda.
What is it?
Ó, de nehogy azt mondod, hogy kihagyom ezt a bunyót. Jó ég! Csicska lángos! Kapták, haltak. Hé, láttátok az előbb ezt a négyet, hogy megvertem? Au. Egy kicsit. Tölött elő! Úgy. Na. Atyaságos úristen, mit kapott ez a szerencsétlen nyomorú? De mi menő volt ez a beállás, hogy így Kaito így hátul így keménybe, meg belelépsz az arcába telibe. Ezek már keményebb tökőeknek tűnnek. Gyerünk, fiúk! Mutatom, hogy kell csinálni, így! Jön a triple kivégző! Kész padlószőnyeget fog az összes. Na. Hol van a főnökötök? Azt kérdeztem, hol van a főnök? Várjál csak. Itt az új move! Isaac! 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 És mekkora csicskát kapott ez is? Te olyan pofonokat kapnak, szédülsz! Atyaságos úristen! És ön kájtolított ki engem? Isaac elaludt, ne, biztos nem látta. Valaki látta?
This is it, Doc.
Yeah, shady is definitely the operative word here. Can't imagine this place gets a lot of foot traffic.
Who knew? All right.
Már attól féltem, hogy nem láttad ezt a öklöző zsírt, de majd még reméljük beadja.
Hey, who the hell are you two? Got some invitations?
Milyen szemöldöke van?
Doesn't need any. Say, is Akutsu or Soma around?
Detectives, huh?
Their problem here? This is a public business, isn't it?
About time you showed up. We've been expecting you.
Nothing like running into an old friend.
You want to talk to Akutsu-san, fine. But only Kaito gets in.
Why?
See, we all knew the Yakuza out in the cold would come around to us once the Tojo clan cleared up. Know what makes us such a hit?
Who gives a shit?
We got a system fleshed out. Your average gangbanger starts at rank F. But an ex-Yakuza, a Tojo head at that, fast track right to B rank. Oh, and just for you, Kaito-san. The boss says he'll start you out at A.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got your pick of the chumps. But I'm here to talk to a fucking adult man. So get stepping and take me to Akutsu.
Spoken like a man with some balls. I can see why Akutsu's had his eye on you.
What? So I really have to just wait in the lobby?
You should thank your lucky stars you're not dead yet.
I don't know about this, Kaito-san. What if you need backup?
Relax, Doc. All I gotta do is talk man-to-man with Akatsu real quick, and we'll be out of here.
You heard the man. Now come on.
Oh, if it's gonna be that quick, I'll just wait right here.
Do whatever you want.
You're shit for business.
Ah, come on. Don't you want to be friends?
Szerintem biztos be kell lógjunk. Hogy Kaito nem jön elő 50 óra múlva se.
Hey, think I could use your restroom? There's one inside, right?
Go shit on the cement for all I care. Restrooms are for guests only.
So, you in arcade too? I take it business is good lately.
Oh, hell yeah. Recruits are swarming in by the dozen. If you're looking for quick cash at Kamurocho, arcade's where it's at. Plenty of hotties, too.
Wow. And all you do is fool around on your phone. Talk about living on Easy Street.
Screw you.
Hey, not my fault they don't loop you into the good jobs. Bet those only go to the A-rank guys. You must be, what, F? F minus?
The fuck did you just say?
Oh, did I offend you? Sorry. Guess some gangbangers are softies.
I'll show you who's soft, asshole!
Ezt a hülyétből.
Getting split up from my buddy does make me kind of an asshole.
Kis vérföltöcske maradt a fején, na. Na, akkor bemegyünk. Lösz, ami lösz. Gyanús, hogy nem jött ki elég hamar. Opokoznunk kell. Megyünk a privát szobánál. Mennyi szesz?
What the? Hey.
Magyarázzatok már, hogy itt vagyunk bent egy zárt szobában. Mi a pöcsön fújja ezeket?
Suspicious.
De én nem tudok felmászni. Kell valami, amiről mászok?
What the?
Egyáltalán megfelelő. Ezekem. Majd nyomunk rá neked egy új puszit. Vártok már egy kicsit. Lehet, hogy mit láttam meg. Nem mutatom meg. Van egy.
Hey, where'd that new guy get taken to?
I heard Akutsu's son wanted to see him.
For real? Was he taken to the VIP room then?
Sounds like it.
Even I've never gotten in there. What makes him such a big shot?
Mi diszkójuk van ezeknek, te? Úgy néz ki, mint én. Sejtem, mi a terve Yagaminak. Dob egy sárgát a haver. És fekszik.
Sorry, man.
Az igen. Kicsit lapítsuk le a hajunkat. Ezt a ruhát megtartjuk, ez tetszik. Ilyen elegáns. Hopp, hopp. Egy bronztányér a WC-n. Még tükrőképem is van, nézd meg. That's a handsome guy, man.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
But I didn't think I might know the path.
I overheard you said the safe
Numbers that represent
baby?
R is 18.
Igen. Csak ezt kiszúrtam. Egy huge bomb volt a földön. Képen nem látszik, várjál! Egy unicorn is, ami meglovagol egy Tyrannosaurus Rexet. Ha valakit kérdezi, ez van a pólómon. Ez a két személyiségem, a vad és kemény, és a menő és cuki. Ez az új logó. Ez most mi volt? Ez honnan? Álcába voltam, bassz meg. Nem tudtam, hogy kiszúr.
Sorry.
Ezt tudod, megtartjuk a táncrópes felérépésekre. Ahol csak dzsukál vagyunk. És felvettük azt a huge bombot, vagy csak akarta? Nem vette fel. Most felvesszük. Ez visszatölti a HP-t, meg telirakja a cuccunkat is. Mi volt most a különbség az előző elmenettel meg e között, de biztos.
Hey! You there!
Yes? Can I help you?
You better stop fucking around. Didn't I ask you for another round?
Huh?
You forgot my order already?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You know what? Fuck the bottle. How about you just mix me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ha berugatom őket eléggé, akkor átjutok könnyedén. Az a néz, hogy nyomja a shaker-maker.
Here, sir.
No már is jó van. Kell eljutnunk ott a piros részre. És csak kis pénz. Money! Csak föl apró pénz szóljon az ilyen csóróknak. Volt, hogy figyelj! Most mi a faszom van? Meg kellett volna egy takedown-olnom? Csak az izomagyút kellett le-takedown-olni. Véget le lehetett volna, de 6000 SP. Kell az a pont.
I hate to say it, Akutsu. I'm in a price bracket you couldn't afford if you wanted to.
I'm not saying you'd need to call it quits on the detective gig you've got going, Kaito-san. You can just give us a hand, help us out a bit when RK needs some real muscle on the field.
That a fucking joke? On what planet would I sign up for more busy work?
Think you might want to tone it down there, big guy? I've got my boys in the room. Being talked to like this isn't a good look.
Why would you care how you look? You're a bunch of damn Yakuza. You and Soma are picking up the Tojo clan's scraps, yeah? Or do you have a real plan?
We'd have the manpower if we wanted to.
With all your washed-up Yakuza and punk-ass kids? I don't see
it. Mert a legutóbbi színában kaptam egy olyan pót, ami olyan halványkék, mint a tiéd, és rajta van egy szivárvány alatt egy border, amit Tegnerik cuculóval. Hát ugye, ez azért a színvilág Júli.
Count me out.
Kamurocho's underground river of cash is still flowing, but there's no more Tojo clan upstream to collect it all. There's no more rules. We can run this town however the fuck we want. And once we've got ours, we can slip back into civilian lives to live it up clean as a whistle.
You want to be a civilian again? You're kidding.
Oh yeah. Want to have the cash to buy your favorite store, pop out a couple of kids and settle down with a family? Never would have been possible in the Yakuza life.
Well, why the fuck would you need me to do that? After you step into the shadow of the underworld, you never really escape from those chains. Don't sell me your bullshit like I'm one of your fucking brats. Huh. Sounds to me like your whole damn pitch just ran out of gas. Go out there and build your dream gang if you want. I don't give a shit. That said, if you keep bugging me about this shit, I'm gonna make sure you regret it. Keep your fucking distance from us.
Did you say us? Are you refusing to join up because you have a partner? Bring Yagami along for all I care.
Did you hear a word of what I just said?
I'd reconsider that stance if I were you. If you aren't coming along as a friend, then you're my enemy.
Hát egy kicsiről démon, de nem sokról, még csak fél, vagy csak egy órán.
Hey, round up the boys.
Sir. Hey, get off your asses!
Too late for that. I knew exactly how this little chat was gonna go down.
Son of
Yeah, well, I knew exactly where you'd be for a chat you weren't invited to.
Well, if you're done over there, shall we get back down to business?
You're not walking out of here.
If you don't know how to use that thing, you're gonna cut yourself, man. You sure?
You fuckers are the ones who don't know shit. This whole damn town belongs to the arcade now, you know.
Now the whole town belongs to you, huh? You fucking morons. You're gonna have to pry this town out of my hands!
Oké. A femmot kapni fogják a fiúk. Szúnyán! Mégpedig így kezdünk nekik. Jaj, a gerincverő! Hát kend a sok vizet nem zavart össze. Te Szakuma, figyelj, tetszik az inged!
Hey, quit dragging your ass!
Right, sorry boss. Yo, fuck them up, boys!
Istenem, de miért kell egy ilyen faszopóval baszakodni? Ő több szakét nem, bebasztunk. Igen, késsel gondolkozik a fiú. Mindjárt fejébe verünk észt. Na. Nagy fiú.
Dumbass, you down already?
No, sir. Come on, let's fucking
Na
do this!
megint!
The more I drink, the stronger I get.
Ezek a fiúk semmiből nem tanulnak. Hogy mit csinál... Várj, eszembe jutott valami. Valami eszembe jutott. Van ez a... R2 és a Download Enemy-ket kell vele Hit all. Ezt tudom, hogy fogjuk hasznosítani. Ezt is beverünk egy... Ennyit nyomott a Judgement? Látok, ez közel sem olyan egyszerű most. Na, sírát kapjuk el. Jó. Kanadát meguntam. Na. Most, hogy letetted a bicskádat. Nincs is HP-ja, hogy? Próbálkozik, de most biztos, hogy kapni fogja ezért. Ezért rögtön azzal kezdjük, amivel az előbb. Beültetjük a sarokba. Kurszám. Úgy. Úgy véreztem, mert nyakba kaptam a szúrást. Mindjárt repül, lesz.
Dumbass, you down already?
No, sir. Come on, let's fucking do this!
Látok, megvan. Bazd meg ezt a kurva szúrást. Hát ők vérzek, ha megszúrt. De bazd meg, ott volt az... De most is meg volt a... Az meg direkt be akarom adni azt a move-ot, és nem akarja adni. Az meg védekezek ellen folyamatosan. Ja, mindjárt elintézzük ezt a parasztot. És meghagyjuk húsgombócot. Így. Kurva szárat. Na, pöcsköszörű, van még embered?
Now I understand why you wanted Kaito on your side.
Still got anything you want to say, Akutsu?
I can appreciate your perspective on this, Kaito.
In that case, you better leave us the hell alone.
Yeah, we can do that. We get it. It's fine. Right, Akutsu?
Why are you here? Aren't you busy?
Just checking in.
Jaj, ne.
You made quite a mess here.
Ez Soma lesz. Kazuki Soma.
Tak meets Soma. He's the leader of the arcade.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
No,
you keep saying we, but I don't think you know what's going on. You just gonna waltz in here and bark orders?
Kaito-san turned down your offer, didn't he? And the other guy is Yagami from his own detective agency. Before that, he was an accomplished lawyer. Now he's with Kaito-san independently.
It's my job to be running HQ, though. You shouldn't roll up unannounced.
I'm supposed to leave you to your own devices? I do have to check in, at least to show my face.
Got a cold?
It's a dust allergy, actually. Tough thing to live with. And I used to catch hell for it in the Yakuza. Quit that infernal sniffling, they'd say.
Yeah, that couldn't have been easy, man. I bet they would beat the shit out of you if you didn't blow your nose.
You know it. I do wish we'd had the time to work together, Kaito-san. You as well, Yagami-san. It may feel like we're a small-time outfit in the immediate term, but RK will grow. We'll show you. But in the meantime, we'll leave the two of you be. Does that work?
Finally, some sense. Best of luck with the growth. As the leader here, you need brains and brawn.
Something else?
Your gang was out there searching for some guy in a picture. Oh. How'd that hunt end up turning out? He was some kind of girls' bar manager, wasn't he? It sounded like he'd disappeared from Kamurocho more than a few years back. You have any luck tracking him down?
Ah, we actually found that he's unfortunately dead. Likely murdered. Considering Kamurocho's reputation and the nature of his profession, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Megölték, akit kerestek.
I guess I was just kind of curious.
Always happy to oblige a detective.
És hogy hívták a fickót? Vajon? 4000 SP, ennyi szopásért. Jó, becsüljük meg, ez is pont. Jó, most, hogy az árkét leszettük a nyakunkból.
I guess we shouldn't have taken RK so lightly, even though they're new to the scene.
Yeah. Supposedly Sum was the one who spearheaded the campaign to scoop up all the ex-Tojo. Turns out he's teaching the next generation of thugs about protection money, loan sharking, mugging. He's like they've got 50 if you include part.
That's a lot.
Yep, so...
Awesome.
Good.
I caught him.
Okay.
Na nyomás. Végre elővehettük a deszkát, nem mondod. Kamurocsóban annyian vannak az utcán. Megjött a lift.
Oh, perfect timing, Yagami-san. And here I was about to go without you. Are you ready to visit Mamiya-san?
Na menjünk, meglátogatjuk a fogdosott áldozatot. Szerintem ez az egész meg van rendezve, és csak a csaj tudhatja nekünk ezt bebizonyítani. Mamiya apartmentjéhez megyünk. 599.666 jenünk van. 666. Ördögi egy szám. Ez is 500 SP úr, hogy beütjük a taxiba. Yumiya Mamiya's apartment, Ikebuko. Yui Mamiya.
Remember, we're speaking to a victim here, Yagami-san. One whose assailant we defended in court. If we had tried to make an appointment, she probably would have declined outright.
Not sure showing up unannounced is much better. So let's just hope she's willing to talk.
Yes, there's no way around it. It's a risk we had to take.
Well, here goes nothing.
Yes?
I'm Shirisaki from the Genda Law Office. The attorney for Mr. Akihiro Ehara. You may remember me from the hearings.
Why are you here? Don't you know it's rude to show up at someone's door uninvited?
I understand. But we have a pressing matter that directly concerns you. If we could do this another way, we would. I apologize for any inconvenience.
I'm sorry. The trial's over and done with. You know I can legally turn you away.
You're right. But I'm only asking a moment of your time. Please, would you mind?
I don't have time for this. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Wait, before you do that. Sorry to butt in. I'm Yagami, a detective helping Saori here out.
And?
Quick and simple, sweet talk-tól empathizer. Biztos, hogy nem sweet talkolunk. Probléma, hogy empatikusak.
Are you aware of the trending video that's leading people to believe Ehara committed murder? Thing is, the victim was confirmed to be alive in Yokohama until the morning of your own incident. And since Ehara was on the train with you, they're ruling him out as a murder suspect.
So, what is it you're getting at?
I'm just trying to ensure you're in the clear from any of that unfortunate business. If we could do this now, we'd never bother you again. All we need is 10 minutes of your time.
10 percet kérünk.
How absurd.
We're only trying to help, but if later would work better for you, we could always come back another time. With our supervisor, of course. That visit would probably be more formal. There'd be paperwork, audio tapes, you know the drill. You'll want to clear your schedule.
I really don't have time for any of that.
No, I understand, and it's entirely our fault. We thought we'd do this casually, but we really should have been more by the book. But it is a murder case, so we do have to make sure our paperwork is in order here. Now, would you prefer to schedule a date to accommodate a more formal interview?
You said 10 minutes if we do
Nincs több ideje, jó, meggyőztük, hogy legyen már kedv.
as possible.
All right. Hold on.
We really do appreciate it.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm also not sure I should trust a word you say ever again.
Really? I did get us in the door, didn't I?
I'm joking. I do appreciate the help. Now let's not screw this up. This is likely the only conversation we'll have with Mommy-san.
Egyetlen sanszunk van beszélni vele. Elővesszük a formális hozzáállásunkat. Oh! Hi, Cashview.
Hi there.
Hi. Again.
Let's just get this over with already.
Nagyon sietős a hölgy, nem veszitek úgy észre?
Okay, bye-bye.
We'll make this quick.
Szerintem itt zsarolva van a csaj. A gyerekivel. Vajon hol dolgozik a nő? Még Saori beszélget vele, addig mi szétnézünk. Zsebkendője van. Aha! Egy fogasa van, 3 akasztó. Ez gyanús. Itt egy fotó.
What the?
Ez ki? A faszi a fotón. Nektek nem emlékeztet? Emlékeztek az előző fotón lévő csávóra, akit Yagami mutatott? Nem tudom elővenni a telefonomat.
Aha.
Papucsos néni.
Suspicious. Hey. Hey. Suspicious. What the?
Semmi érdekes a ütőn.
Aha. Hey. What the?
Direkt úgy mozog, mint egy nikkelbóha. Gyanúsat kell találjunk. Gondolkozunk. Kutyusok is volt.
Aha.
Mi á? Láttál, Yagami? Alkoholizál! Mocskos alkesz! És bennem hord cipőt. Én cipőben vagyok? Nem rémlik a fickó arca most előbről, de family fotó. Nem úgy néz ki, mint a csávó, akit kerestek a jakuzák, hogy kis szakállat raksz rá, meg egy napszemüveget?
Suspicious.
Fölcsingelek, esküszöm. Erre már nem mehetek.
Hey.
Nagyon hívogató a környezet. Érzékelők.
Huh?
TV, meg videómagnó, értem! Millió növény. Jaj, még őt kellett megnéznem. Na, csak finoman.
So, Doc, I've already told the police and the court everything they could want to know about that morning.
Na, ügyes vagy, Mancs, majd mutasd meg, ha fortizunk valamikor a jövő héten vagy a héten.
What else is left to discuss?
I understand how pressured you might feel.
I've gone over this so many times. I wonder if pressing charges was even worth it.
No. What you did was both brave and inspirational. Many victims are afraid to come forward for any number of reasons. Your voice might give them courage to find their own.
Ironic. Hearing this from that predator's defense team.
Well, perhaps.
Ezt szívesen elfogadom, Mancs.
Would you mind walking us through that day from the beginning?
It's nothing so mysterious. I was just on my way to work when some man grabbed my butt. That's all it was.
Nothing else was out of the ordinary that day?
Correct.
Not to pry, but where is your husband today?
Still at work? He usually doesn't get home until later. On that note, I have to feed my son, so let's get this wrapped up soon.
We'll try our best to. Moving along. On that day, you and Ahara-san boarded the train bound for Ikebukuro, correct? Had you ever seen the man before then?
No. At least not that I can recall. How many times must I go over this? Your lawyer friend here already knows everything I have to say. What do you gain by getting me to repeat things?
That's the thing. Yagami-san here is a specialist. He can take whatever you repeat, analyze it, and draw up an entirely new conclusion. Right?
Of course. That's exactly why I'm here. In the security footage as you stepped onto the train, it looks like Ahara-san stepped right behind you. Were you aware of his presence at this point?
I was. It felt like someone kept pushing up against me with no sense of personal boundaries. I remember second-guessing myself at the time, thinking it was normal for the train to be that packed.
Nézem a felvételt, mit látok meg rajta.
Then the train took off while you were stuck in that situation.
Yes. And then I felt the back of his hand against me. It kept getting worse from there, to the point where he went under my skirt. And the pig had the nerve to write it off as an accidental brush on a crowded train. But that kind of touch wasn't accidental. He even grabbed at me.
Truly awful. And I do sympathize. I've also had to turn in an abuser like that. Personally speaking, some men can't wait to debase themselves at the first opportunity.
Why would you say that and look at me?
I just stood there, frozen. I wanted to scream. But what if he just played it off? So I decided I would bear it till the next station.
Are you okay, Mommy?
I'm fine, sweetie. We're just having a bit of grown-up talk. Are you hungry?
Uh-huh.
Then go read your book and wait over there for Mommy.
Szerintem a nő rájátszik erre az egészre.
You said the abuse lasted the entire 6 minutes between Ikebukuro and Shinjuku Station. Did you see the groper's face at any time during that span?
No. I was too terrified to look. And I thought, even if I did, he'd just pull away and escape. But just as the train was pulling into Shinjuku, I reached back and grabbed the hand on me. That's when I saw his face. Of course, he shook me off as the doors opened, but I'd already gotten a clear look at him. He must have known I could turn him in at that point. So he ran, and I chased after.
Right. That was captured by the station's security camera.
Great job tailing him in such a crowded space. On that note, did you ever happen to lose sight of Ahara-san while running?
His cat was pretty easy to spot, and no one else was bolting off the platform like that, so I never lost sight of him. At that point, I could feel my voice returning.
I'm glad they were good Samaritan.
For sure.
Nem good szamaritánok szerintem. Mindenki át tudott szaladni, csak pont azon a 3-on nem.
I see. I think I've got the gist of it. But now we've got a piece of evidence that contradicts what you've told us.
What do you mean?
Yes. Ugye mit mond nem valós?
On the same day, at 6:30 a.m. in Yokohama, a student teacher named Hiro Mikoshiba was sent off to work by his mother. But he was soon abducted near his home, only to be found dead much later in Ijincho.
Is that...
According to the video, Ihara-san here is the murderer.
What?
He killed Mikoshiba in cold blood to get vengeance for his bullied son. His kid was about to graduate high school, but instead, he took his own life. So Ihara took it upon himself to punish his son's tormentor.
That's awful.
But now we come back to the issue here. If this footage is authentic, then Ihara-san couldn't have been your assailant. The victim's estimated time of death and Ihara-san's time of arrival in Tokyo simply don't allow for it. It's just not possible for someone to make that commute. But there's the flip side. If Ihara-san was in fact your assailant, it would mean this murder footage is a fabrication.
I don't know what you expect me to say after all this.
Right? Now you know how we're feeling. That's why we came to see if you had any leads for us.
So that's what this is about.
After hearing your story, I have no doubt you endured a lot that day, which would obviously mean that murder video was faked.
Then, who shared that video? And why?
Wish I knew. Based on the quality, something this convincing would need quite a budget. Whether it's CG on top of real murder footage, or just a rock-solid AI creation, no way it was cheap. So why go through all this effort to fake a murder? Who would benefit from it? But I have to say, I feel much closer to piecing this puzzle together with your help today. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes, and rest assured, this will be the last time you see us. Our apologies for the unexpected visit, and for dredging up unpleasant memories.
It's fine. So long as this is really the end of it all.
Igen, most úgy vagyunk vele, hogy ez akkor biztos, hogy kamu felvétel, lehetetlenség. De szerintem meg nem az. Szerintem itt valami nagy csavar lesz ebben. Nem tudom még mi, de valahogy nem áll össze a kép. Nem áll össze.
I'd like to report Mamiya-san's account to the rest of the team. Can I count on you to be there?
Sure. Let me give Kaito-san a heads up.
All right.
Yo, me.
Hey, I just got back to Kamurocho. Everything good? Any news?
All good here, man. What's with you? You worried Arcade got to me or something?
I mean, they did run their mouths about stabbing us in the back. But if you're good, I'm good. Anyway, I'm heading to Genda so Sari-san and I can go over what we learned from Mamiya.
You're the boss. As for me, I'm calling it a day.
Repüljen. Még mondjuk el Sauriéknak, hogy mire jöttünk rá.
Are we ready, Yagami? Let's start with...
Yeah, let's start there.
Köszi, Mancs, most lesz nekem is vége a streamnek. Még ezt elmondják, és utána megállom.
So, the victim's story is completely in line with her court testimony, huh?
Igen.
That's correct. There wasn't anything new to pick up.
Unfortunately.
In which case, should we look into the murder video instead? Like, figure out how they made it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Whether that tape's fake or real, someone had to put it online, right? Do we have any theories on who that might be?
Well, the footage showed enough of the surroundings to make the crime scene clear. As somebody who's been there, I can confirm that the blood splotches match what you see in the footage. Which means...
Prosecutor kitölthette fel ezt. Szerintem arra nem tölthette fel, mert ő ugye előzetesben van. A prosecutorok biztos, hogy nem, és a detektívek sem tehették fel a netre. Akik ott voltak.
The murderer's accomplices have to be the ones who posted it for him.
Yeah, I can't see it any other way.
I also agree with Yagami-san.
But in that case, what would their motive be?
Maybe they wanted to make a mockery of the police, or even the whole system.
Igen, meg akarják rángatni az egész rendszert.
You know Ihara got himself convicted for groping, so he'd have an alibi for Mikoshiba's killing. But then, his conspirators turned it around by uploading the murder video online. Almost as if to say, look how he got away with it.
I see. Yeah, that does make it sound like he's taunting.
That's well and good, but I'd like to shift gears. Let's talk about the actual fabrication of the video. How does one go about that?
Well, for example, the true culprit would be taped murdering Mikoshiba. Then Ihara's face would be copied and blended onto the killers. That's how they'd approach it in a Hollywood movie.
But then, wouldn't you be able to see traces of it being faked?
Tsukumo-san reported that he's found nothing of the sort in his analysis.
We've been down this road before. If we take the stance that the footage is fabricated, we have absolutely nothing to work with.
Then let's tackle this from the stance that the video's actually real. If that's the case, there has to be a flaw in the groping issue. I think we've collected enough evidence to find it too.
Before meeting with Yui Mamiya, didn't you mention the possibility of Ihara using a stand-in? Perhaps the real Ihara murdered Mikoshiba in Ijincho, then swapped places with the imposter so he could be detained.
Igen, hogy valahol helyet cserélhetett Ihara, és...
couldn't find an opportunity for the swap to happen, remember? From the moment he set foot on the Ikebukuro platform, Ihara was constantly on camera.
But wait, that's not entirely accurate, is it?
Ez nem állja meg így a helyét. Várjunk csak. Igen, mert van egy pont, emlékeztek? Van egy pont, ahol nem látja a kamera. Ugye? Igen. Ott egy ponton nem látja a kamera. Ott, ahol az escape pad szó van. Ha ott félreáll és egy másik ember veszi át a helyét, vagy az igazi Ihara. Mert ugye tételezzük fel, hogy ez az ember, aki itt a vonaton van, ez nem Ihara. Ez csak valaki Iharának adja ki magát, hogy felszáll. És itt vár már ezen az állomáson, ami kocsival már elképzelhetőbb egy órával később. Hogy ez itt már Ihara a videón, direkt leveszik róla a szemüveget is, hogy lebukjon.
Remember how we mocked up a diagram of the Shinjuku station platform?
Yeah. Oh, wait! That's it! You could be onto something. There's a point where Ihara wasn't on camera at all.
What is this point you speak of?
Let's all go over the diagrams, Luke.
Van egy pont, ahol nem látja a kamera. Mégpedig itt.
What the? Hey.
Igen, ez a spot, bocsánat, amikor látjátok, amikor leszáll. Van egy pont, ahol a kamerák nem látnak rá. Egy nagyon rövid szakasz, de nem látja a kamera.
It's very brief, but there's a moment where Ihara and Mamiya-san can't be seen by the security cameras. The dotted lines on the arrow represent the camera's blind spot.
It does appear so. So you're saying this is where the groper, the fake Ihara, traded places with the real one?
Can't say it's impossible, right?
Right. Except if that actually happened, Mamiya-san would have been right behind them at the time. Could the two really swap places without her noticing?
In a crowd like that, I think it's feasible.
If that really was Ihara's plan, then I'd say he was being careless.
Careless? How?
Nem, benne van a csaj. Biztos, hogy valahogy bevette a csajt, hogy ne is vegye észre a különbséget.
There was no solid guarantee the assailant could make the switch. He could have been nailed by any random passerby before reaching the blind spot.
Good point. Not only that, if Mamiya-san had called for help while the train was still moving, then the first Ihara would have been caught before even reaching the platform.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Benne van a csaj, mert több mindenen elvérezhetett volna, a nő az oka.
Meticulously plan out every last detail of this alibi, only to leave such a crucial component to chance, as Hoshino-kun pointed out.
Oh, just doing my job.
True. Good work, Hoshino-kun. In fact, I think that may back up my own take on it.
Yeah?
What if everything, including the appearance of leaving the plan to chance, was part of the plan?
Can you expound on that?
I'm saying I agree that such an airtight alibi wouldn't have allowed for contingencies. And that takes the question...
Are you saying there's more to...
Egy másodperc is visszatérek. Mi arra számolunk? Jó, oksi. Mindjárt visszajön, hogy 10 perces végeztétek, jó? Jó van, jó éjszakát, akkor reggel beszélünk, szeretve. Elnézést, itt vagyok közben. Hát csak te vagy Isaac-em, tudom.
I know this won't go over well, but what if Mamiya was colluding with Ihara all along?
Huh?
Bear with me. Let's say Mamiya was in on this, and knew about the imposter in advance. If that's the case, the swap could happen right in front of her, and no one but the three of them would know.
You're saying the victim of a groping conspired with her assailant beforehand? That's ridiculous.
Igen, hogy a fogdosott áldozat.
Let me just say, I'm only trying to work out how a swap like that will be guaranteed to work. Now, if Ihara and his stand-in both know that Mamiya will pretend not to have seen them, they can trade places in the blind spot with impunity. Conversely, if Mamiya wasn't in on the plan, the idea of a swap would never work.
És nem is kiabálta előbb a fogdosót, csak már a vége fele, mikor már a csere megtörtént.
They caught Ihara and detained him until the police showed up.
Hold that thought. If your theory is accurate, what about Ihara's trace evidence? Remember that fibers of the victim's underwear were detected on his hand.
Well, that can also be explained by Mamiya being in on the plan. For example, while the stand-in was showing himself at the security cameras, Mamiya could have easily provided Ihara access to a pair of underwear at the same time. Maybe the stand-in loitered around for so long because he was letting everyone else get themselves in place.
It's not impossible.
We can work out the other details later. But the point is, Ihara's murder alibi is shot if Mamiya was involved. In summary, it's possible Ihara disgraced himself to secure an unshakable alibi for Mikushiba's murder.
I'll concede that it's an avenue worth pursuing.
And when it comes to the prosecution, they can't just admit they got the first case so wrong. Plus, they can't question Ihara about Mikushiba's murder. In fact, their only option is to claim the tape was faked.
So he managed to make a farce out of the system after all.
Well, his court case for his son's bullying did get more or less thrown out, didn't it? The school, the investigative committee, and the court all agreed there wasn't enough evidence to convict anyone. No surprise.
Én meg akarja buktatni, nem csak bosszú, hanem úgy csinálja az egészet, hogy beomlassza a rendszerét az egésznek.
Before we all decide on this.
What's up?
The obvious question to me is why would Mamiya be party to such a crime? She appears more than financially stable, and she's even raising a child. So why would she do something so enormously risky as helping establish a murder alibi?
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. But maybe she was promised something that far exceeds the risk. Or maybe Ihara has some kind of dirt on her even?
Enough to make her help with a murder? What sort of secret would be big enough to force someone into that corner?
What info do we have on Mamiya anyway? Maybe we can spot a connection to Ahara through her profile.
I'll pull her information. Just a second.
Oh. I just thought of something else those two would have guaranteed by working together.
What's that?
If Ahara wanted to use this crime as a murder alibi, he needed it to blow up into the public eye. But if he had chosen a victim who stayed silent, then nothing would have come of it. A solid plan would need to eliminate that variable, which means Mamiya being an accomplice was crucial to Ahara's success.
That's true.
Looks like Ahara pulled one over on the prosecution then. Had his accomplices right where he wanted them, even his victim. Once we learn how he's connected to Mamiya, we can root out the rest of his team.
Let's see. According to her file, her maiden name is Yui Suzuki. 30 years old, so that's consistent. Originally from Ota, Tokyo. Attended a private high school called Kurakawa Academy. Later graduated from Toto University.
Huh.
Met her husband on the job, apparently. Her husband, Taichi Mamiya, is an industrial designer at Techno Zeta Inc. 6 years ago, she gave birth to their only son, Sotakun, who's now in 1st grade.
Hold on. You said she went to Kurakawa Academy?
Kurakawa
I heard that
Academy.
name in Ijincho. If I recall correctly... That's not where Tsukumo went, was it? Before, you know, closing himself off to the world?
Nah, Tsukumo-san studied remotely. He told...
Wait. Tsukumo went out drinking with...
Yeah,
What did you guys... Oh. When I went to scope out the murder scene, there were these 3 guys watching the detectives and me. They told us they were just checking things out. They mentioned they're Kurakawa grads too.
Tényleg a 3, tudjátok, aki nézett minket távcsőn.
Kake-san, age 30.
És ő is 30 éves.
Kake-san, age 30. Mommy is 30 as well.
What's that got to do with anything? Aren't we trying to find a connection?
I found the Kurakawa Academy website. It's in Tokyo, specifically in Ota. Pretty close to where Mamiya lived. Oh.
What?
The girls there get such cute uniforms.
You little. You want to start all over from the bar exam?
Wait, I've seen that uniform before too, actually.
Where?
On an old picture of a teacher at Seiryo High. Sawa-sensei. Ahara's son had confided in her.
Sawa-sensei is oda járt.
Is she actually a Kurakawa grad too?
Ő is a Kurakavába járt.
I don't know Sawa-sensei's exact age, but she could well be 30. Maybe all of them are even classmates.
Could this mean they're actually...
A Seiryo High gyilkosságból most átmegyünk a Kurakavába? Mi történik itt?
It's a tenuous link at best. Could fall apart any time. But no true detective alive would pass it up.
Jó, 5. chapter vége. Innen fogjuk folytatni, nem nézzük meg a previously-t. Köszönöm, hogy itt voltatok velem. Nagyon jó volt a mai stream. Haladtunk. Most már 2 Ichinjóban található akadémia diákjai 30 évvel ezelőttről, most nem 30 évesek, hanem 30 évesek, 10 év, néhány évvel ezelőttről kapcsolat van 3 figyelő, akkor hazudott a fickó, nem azért nézelődött ott, mert a gyilkosság helyszínét akarták megnézni, minket figyeltek. Jó van. Itt valami nagyon nagy összeesküvés van, valami disznóság. De ki fogjuk deríteni. Úgyhogy maradjatok velünk, találkozunk a következő részben. Sziasztok!